When we had last left the Spacefarer, they delved deeper still into the R&D super military installation SY-920. Yes, where the UC was developing all manner of cool things, including the Comspike, but also new grav jump drives and some sort of reactive super shielding power diversion system. But none of that was important because the Comspike was what they were there for the Crimson Fleet and also kind of for SysDef, unbeknownst to the rest of the UC. It was there that they uncovered that it was not actually a little tiny device that you would insert into a whatever you would do it with. And it was a gigantic ship module installed aboard a ship. And so to reach it, they betrayed Huan Daiyu, the super secret cool smuggler that had helped them get there, but also kind of left them hanging. And so they were now ready to go onto that ship and take it. This is Starfield. Welcome back. Zoop, zoop, zoop. Let's do it. Let's head on in here. ID card reader. Hooray. Prototype ship. Will I actually get to keep this thing?
Awaiting your orders, Captain.
Okay. Oh, fuck. Oh, dear. What a horrible place to enter the ship, huh? Alright, well, you know what? Actually, I do want to go down here. I'd rather not immediately commandeer the ship. Oh, shoot, that reminds me. Oh my gosh. Someone wrote in letting me know that, in fact, I almost missed. I even forgot to write it down. But just looking at that little notepad or data slate or whatever on the ground, there's a bit of evidence in here. Right by Dr. Vogel. Oh my gosh, I very nearly double forgot.
Doctor.
Yes, I am a doctor. I know all sorts of doctor stuff. I wonder if you could actually have a background check here. If you were some type of, like, medicinal practitioner. Pop open the scanner. Let's see. Well? Got some Neurojack.
You'll find the prototype ship at Docking Bay 8. Use the password to access the flight.
Oh, here we go. Eubanks and Woods evidence.
Can you talk to the commander? Get me reinstated? Natara's doing you a favor, Marcine. Would you prefer to court-martial? Dishonorable discharge? Because all of that was on the table. I would have preferred things to remain as they were, so I made a mistake. But my work on the Comspike was and is irrelevant. Dr. Vogel will do just fine without you. Besides, we both know the only reason you were on that project was to bloat the budget so we could embezzle the creds. And to that end, your share of the funds should be transferred to your Gal Bank account shortly. What am I supposed to even say to that? Those funds are the reason I don't have a job. You can start by saying thank you. Hell, I even warned you not to poke the bear. Commander Natara being the Ursine Predator in this analogy.
Aaron was right. I should have never hit send.
Yeah, you screwed up. Royally. But you can protect Dr. Gong and all the King's subjects.
You've been to the mess hall?
By keeping your mouth
Special.
shut from now on.
Yes.
Yeah.
That.
Hey, you want my advice? Find some planet at the edge of the galaxy where you can relax for a bit. Lean back. Really dig your feet in the sand. Just get your mind off all this. Oh, and stop with the sad puppy dog face, too. Makes you look guilty.
And what kind of face am I supposed to have?
The face of someone who got away with it.
Oh, that's a pretty fun ending for that. Pretty fun closing line. I love it as well that that's how they sound. Right, I would have never guessed that those were the voices for those two characters. But hey, lo and behold, that's just how they sound. That's how they talk. Okay, let's get our picking going on here. I would like to look in here. Good.
I hope this is worth the effort.
Well, Andrasia, it was not. Okay, let's get on out of here. Yeah. Okay, back onto the ship. Great. And then, like I said, I want to check out the lower level here. Eat their chunks and stuff too. Can I open this? No. Okay. There are some meds. Okay. That'll do, I guess. I need to make sure we check the cargo. Could be some goodies. Trauma pack. Fire extinguisher. Some money. Okay. Well, if there's just someone in here. Okay. How about here? Oh, yeah, there is a whole bunch of money and stuff. Should I take the other items out? I don't think so. And where's the proper cargo unit? Oh, nothing in that. Okay. Sure. Well, let's get it. Here we are. Ooh, this is how it looks, huh? Okay. I kind of like it. Let's undock.
On Commander Natara's orders, all ships continue pursuit of Captain Huan Daiyu. Cargo class ship ID UC-793A. She's with the Crimson Fleet and should be considered extremely dangerous.
Man, I kind of love that we just fucked her so badly. I kind of do actually like that. Okay, let's head on over here to Crick's mission.
I picked something up you might be interested in.
Oh, fuck. This is now my home ship. I guess everyone just warped on board. So what even is the name of this ship? Is it just called Prototype Ship?
Smooth jump. Nice work.
Let me take a peek here. Let's see, right here. Yeah, it's just called Prototype Ship. Can I inspect anything else about it? Huh? There it is. I wonder where the module is. The Comspike. Oh, maybe this is it right here. Inspect. Oh, inspect is like literally take a peek. Okay. I bet this is the Comspike. Or maybe this? No, that looks like a weapon. Yeah. Okay. Sure. Well, hello.
What are you hailing for? Land in the key or don't.
I don't know, I like doing it. I'm surprised they don't just open fire immediately on us. They don't know who we are, do they? Okay, and then let us board. Great.
Always a satisfying moment to return to your ship.
Well, well, well. Welcome back, Rook. Looks like you got a new toy for me.
Yeah.
Go on in and give everyone the lowdown. We'll take care of things from here. That's a real nice ship you brought in. I can't wait to tinker with it. That's a real nice ship you brought in. I can't wait to tinker
I
with
wasn't sure
it.
she would say more. Alright, fair enough.
Ask Jazz about any ship upgrades. Nothing worse than a pirate ship with no personality.
Right, well, she's looking at this thing I jacked. Okay. Is there anyone else here that we need to talk to? Oh. Oh, shit! Okay.
Surprised
hey.
to see me, Ret? Delgado may let it slide, but I don't take kindly to snitches.
I had no choice. I knew you'd be fine. Sorry about that. I knew you'd be fine.
Yeah? Tell that to my bank account. You screwed me out of the most lucrative route I have. It's going to take me months to set up something even remotely as good. Not to mention getting the UC off of my trail.
You knew the risks. We have the Comspike. That's what matters. I was the one who took all the risk. You were halfway back to Suvorov by the time I found the Comspike. Yeah, we should say this. I don't know which one I prefer. You knew the risks, or I was the one who took all the risk. I was not. I was easy to. It was simple enough to betray her, given the fact that she was just about to leave me there, right? Without a ship, and she didn't know that the Comspike was also a spaceship. She didn't know that. She didn't know what it was, right?
Hello?
For all she knew, I wouldn't have been able to take it with me in however way I was planning to escape, right? I was the one who took all the risk. You were halfway back to Suvorov by the time I found the Comspike.
Don't put this on me. I got you in and gave you cover. You decided to return that favor by blowing mine. You may have fooled Delgado and Neva, but I don't trust you, Rook. At this point, you better find that legacy. Because to me, that's the only saving grace you've got.
Oh, she could have been someone else that we earned trust with? God. Okay. Let's see. I wonder if this will come back to bite us. I don't know. I feel like we've got enough people in our corner. Alright.
You seem to have taken on more than you can carry. If you require assistance, please, just say so.
Do I need assistance?
No matter what,
How much shit am I carrying around right now? Oh, just a little bit extra. Shit. Okay. Yeah, we've got this weird new pilot outfit that we picked up. Does it look cool at all? I don't know. I don't know if that looks that cool.
got your back.
Oh, thanks, Mathis.
You and me, we're gonna run this place someday.
Yes? You need something?
Yeah, let's trade.
Did you need me to...
Yeah, I need you to carry all this bullshit that I have. Oh, shit, you can't. Fuck. Okay, alright.
It is always a pleasure.
Fine, I'll just lug it around for now. It's okay.
I always thought heat leeches were just pests.
So what's our best way back?
Raise one as a pet. Imagine having your own
Oh, gosh. Oh, over here. I wonder what the fuck all these pirates would have said if we had done this quest arc first, before we had the whole heat leech revelation, right? Because they won't fucking shut up about every fucking pirate on this station wants a pet terramorph now, right? Well, what would they have said aside or before all this? Okay, look at this asshole in his fucking scarf.
Fleet first. Never forget it.
Okay. Can we talk? Tap an E.
Jasmine
Oh, there we go.
tells me that you not only brought us the Comspike, but an entire prototype UC ship. I'm impressed, Rook. Very impressed.
The Comspike was built into the ship, so I didn't really have a choice. I thought the fleet could use some extra spare parts. Where's my ship? Where's my ship?
Don't worry your pretty little head about your damn ship. We had it brought back here safe and sound.
Neva, you
Now
think my
pay
head's
attention.
pretty?
Dale went out of his way to tell you how impressed he was. You just gonna leave him hanging like that?
Well, the Comspike was built into the ship, so I didn't really have a choice.
Should have taken the compliment, Rook. Dale doesn't give those out often. Juan gave us the full rundown of your little smash and grab operation. She's actually pretty pissed, in case you didn't notice. Claims you blew her cover.
If one doesn't like how things have gone, and she wants to bail on her share, that's her problem. Now, on to the business at hand. Jasmine, are you there?
Yep, I'm here, boss. What's up?
How's it going?
I already have 2 of my crew tearing the ship apart from one end to the other. Comspike shouldn't be too tough to extract. I'm looking forward to seeing what those UC techs have been up to.
Keep me posted. All right. That leaves our electromagnetic atmosphere problem. And I think we've discovered a solution. There's a corporation in the city of Neon called Generdyne. They're responsible for the massive conduction grid that powers the city.
Fuck.
We get our hands on their electrical absorption tech, and Jasmine swears she can tame it to handle Bannock 4.
Really? I feel like that wouldn't be compatible. Like, right? Something that catches lightning to power the city. I feel like you'd have to change so much to make it work with electromagnetic, I don't know, whatever emanating from the planet. You know, I feel like that's a different beast altogether. But shit, I don't know. I have faith that Jazz can get that tech to work. I'm worried that everything's hinging on Jazz getting the tech to work. What's the conduction grid? I'm sticking my neck out there based on a guess. What's the conduction grid?
It's the giant shroud that covers the entire city. Big ugly thing that Generdyne uses to absorb lightning strikes. When you arrive in Neon, I'm sure your contact will fill you in with all the boring details.
I'm surprised that it's Generdyne, right? They don't... Huh. Like, do they leverage the fact that they're basically the ones with a monopoly over electricity on the entire planet, effectively? I'm sticking my neck out there based on a guess.
It's all we got. Now you are part of this job, so deal with it. Besides, I've learned never to question Jasmine's talent.
Okay. I'm worried that everything's hinging on Jazz getting the tech to work.
Hey, my girl can piece together a jump engine with her eyes shut. Literally, I've seen her do it, so cut the crap. The only thing you need to worry about is bringing the tech home.
All right. Infighting isn't going to get us to the legacy any faster, Neva. Now, why don't you give us the info on our Neon contact?
You get to meet up with the lovely Estelle Vincent. She's had her deft little fingers on the pulse of Neon for some time now. Whatever info you need, I guarantee she can get.
Estelle is one of the most reliable captains we have in the fleet. If I want something done, there's none of the typical bullshit. It gets done, and afterward, we all split the cash.
I'm sure we'll get along just fine. I like the part about splitting the cash. I trust you aren't implying anything with that comment. Let's say that.
You'll find I rarely imply things. In fact, I take pleasure in declaring my words straight to your goddamn face. Here is an example. I want you to do everything Estelle asks. Follow her instructions to the letter. She is valuable to the fleet. You piss her off and we lose her as a contact, you're going to be answering to me.
Estelle will be waiting at Madame Sauvage's place.
Oh, great.
I'd say don't keep her waiting. But chances are she won't mind. Girl loves her liquor.
And keep your eyes on the prize. Neon's one big distraction for people like us. So I want you focused. We are one step away from Crix's legacy, and we cannot afford any screw-ups.
The Comspike module is now available something, it said. Okay, and then we have to go report back to the Vigilance. Sure. Can we debrief with anyone else here?
The fleet, you'll want to hook up with Estelle Vincent and Neon.
Any details I should know about Estelle?
She considers herself the first lady of Neon.
Really?
Lots of connections in that city. Holds court at a bar called Madame Sauvage's place. Luckily for us, she's also a Crimson Fleet captain. And the reason why we have permission to ply our trade in Neon. Estelle can get a little wild and has a bit of a mouth, but she gets the job done. Just follow her instructions, and you'll do fine.
So she's like everybody else I've had to work with here, right? Like, I don't know, that seems like everyone so far. Any advice for working a job in Neon?
Yeah. Don't let the corruption that runs through the city entice you into doing anything stupid. There are too many opportunities for people like us that are just waiting to drag you down. Neon is full of all sorts of distractions. Bars, gangs, and most of all, Aurora. Stay away from that stuff.
Yeah, I don't even know what that is.
Get out and bring that conduction grid tech back to the key.
Okay.
Stay sharp, Rook.
Let's see. Delgado, do you have anything additional bits of input?
I hope you're not wasting time on small talk when there are jobs to run.
How close are we to getting the legacy?
It's right in front of us. We have the Comspike, and we know where the beacon is. All the hunting, sleuthing, and guesswork is over. We just need the tools to reach out and grab it.
Well, how is morale?
I haven't had time to gauge it. But word of what happened on SY-920 has already been spreading around the key. There have been skeptics among us, but there is no room for doubt now. Either you're on board or out of the fleet.
Okay. Sure. Well, let's head on back over to our ship. Head down this way. Yeah, I don't care for Huan Daiyu.
Their stripes, bleeding for the fleet.
Right? It does not sit well with me, the way in which we were just left there to our own devices, you know, without a ship. That's fucking scary, right? I don't know if that's fucking scary to anybody else, but being dropped off at a star station without my own ship docked there, with no, like, certain way to get off, that wasn't in the contract. I didn't agree to that. That's a little fucking spooky, right? Okay. Let's head on over here.
That last job didn't pan out. I need something bigger.
It looks like they already cleared out and everything. Oh, should we talk to Jazz about the Comspike now that we've gotten it? Feel as if we should. She's right here at the entrance. May as well, just in case. Okay.
Rook?
Hey. Shit, I guess I gotta go in there.
Here to upgrade anything ship-related? You're at the right place.
Oh, perfect. What can you tell me about Bannock 4?
Bannock 4 is a ringed planet, uninhabitable, with heavy electromagnetic discharges that extend far beyond its exosphere. It would be impossible to land on the planet's surface. So our only hope is that the legacy is trapped within its ring.
Jasmine might legitimately be the smartest person on this entire star station, right? Even the guy who is, like, hacked and jacked into the Matrix is probably not nearly as bright as Jasmine, right? How do you... She makes it sound like she's just familiar with this kind of shit, right? She's just supposed to be the starship specialist, but it seems as if she's just good at nearly everything, right? The entirety of the plan, for real, kind of hinges on us having a Jasmine. As it turns out, the guy who can literally hack into the Matrix and alter numbers and see the data, he's been pretty much unimportant to this entire operation, right? So far, we haven't needed him. That guy's just good for side quests and shit. Can you provide more details about the conduction grid?
I wish. That technology is Generdyne's pride and joy. They've kept it under wraps for, I don't know, 80 years maybe? The basic theory of lightning capture is no mystery. The real trick is equalizing the charge and storing it safely. Between you and me, I can't wait to get my hands on that data. Should be a hell of a read.
Okay. That would be cool if we could then use it, like a different version of it, at our own outposts, right? If such a thing existed where there was like, oh, you're on a planet that does have, you know, a lot of electromagnetic discharges by way of lightning, you know, not unlike Neon has. You could set that up and just harvest electricity in that way. With your own sort of jury-rigged conduction grid.
Energy weapons. Nothing's a substitute.
Okay. Let's get back on here. I'll go straight to the cockpit and then stand up and stow some of our stuff.
For you, Captain. Have a moment.
Okay. Great. And let's see, where was our little... There it is. Then my inventory. Let's put this new stuff in there. Just for fun, just for storage. How about this other junk? Yeah, the arc welder. Assassin's Advanced Drumbeat. Pistol. Okay. Store the resources too. Great. Anything else? Yeah, I guess. Can I equip from here? Yeah, I can. Okay. Good. We'll stash all this stuff. Oh, it's still considered a quest item. Huh. Okay. The UC Navy crew hat. Okay. Oh, it's also a quest item. Shit. Okay, anything else here? How about ship parts? Do I have any ship parts I need to deposit real quick? Sometimes you just end up with these things. No, we're good. Okay. I should get all of the... What do you call them off of Andrasia? The resources and stuff.
Ah, a face I know. If there's anything...
Hey, I want all the junk I gave you. There we go. Take all. Great.
May the serpent guard you.
Thank you. And you as well. God, I love that. Sorry. Okay, let's stash that. Good. Okay. You know what? We've been to this place. Let's just pop open the old fast travel unit. There we are. Good. Okay. And then... Hello.
Hail acknowledged. You're clear to dock at docking port 1. The commander will be waiting for you in operations.
Okay. I do kind of actually enjoy the fact that we have to go in person for this time around.
And you didn't even scratch the paint.
There are other instances where it's like, why couldn't I just call this person? And obviously now we have an explanation for it. But even in a world in which in this universe we could just call people up, I do think I would prefer to debrief in person with all of this, you know? I think I would prefer it. Because it gives the Vigilance and SysDef more of a sense of place and of existing in the world, having to report back rather than just like meeting them somewhere secret or like not meeting aboard the ship. Right? It reestablishes every time you see the Vigilance itself, the ship, it reestablishes like, yeah, there is serious shit going on, right? Like they're kind of putting a lot of fucking eggs into this basket, right? Like this is a big threat. This ship is dangerous as hell.
Remember to turn in any evidence fragments
Commander.
you find.
You're back. Anything to report? It seems you had quite the eventful mission on your hands. Betraying Huan Daiyu for cover was a dangerous gambit, but it seems to have paid off. You still have the Crimson Fleet's trust, and you were able to spare lives in the process.
Infiltrating that station without getting caught was quite tricky. Given that it was a UC station, I thought it best not to hurt anyone. How was Mast reacting to the whole thing? How did you know about Huan Daiyu? How's Mast reacting?
As you've probably guessed, not very well. Keeping Mast out of the loop regarding this particular mission has proven exceptionally difficult. But we've managed to keep your involvement in the dark. Sparing the lives of the soldiers on SY-920 has definitely made our position with the top brass much easier.
How did you know about Huan Daiyu?
Lieutenant Toft can explain.
We have operatives watching the Crimson Fleet's known contacts at all times. In this case, they observed you making contact with Juan. They continued to shadow your progress until you made your departure from New Atlantis on the Jade Swan. And, if I may, I'd like to echo the Commando's sentiment. I have some comrades on SY-920, and I appreciate the restraint you showed by sparing their lives.
God, I wonder what would have happened if we went in there guns blazing. Huh. Like, obviously the Crimson Fleet probably wouldn't have liked it either. You know? But I'm very curious how Toft would have reacted to it. Infiltrating that station without getting caught was tricky.
But you did so with an abundance of stealth and restraint. That's exactly what we're looking for in a SysDef operative.
Then you were most fortunate you coerced us into helping you, not some half-mad spacer.
Damn, tell him, Andresia.
Excuse me, sir. I hate to interrupt, but there's still the matter of the Comspike to discuss.
Yes, of course, Lieutenant. Time is short, and we should get to the matter at hand. Please give me your report.
Delgado has Jasmine Durand working on the Comspike. Are you going to arrest Huan Daiyu? What do you mean time is short? You gonna arrest Juan?
That all depends on what you brought back from your mission. Aside from your eyewitness testimony, I assume you have the usual evidence that could lead to her incarceration?
I can take it off your hands once we complete your debriefing, but at the moment, I'm far more concerned about the Comspike.
Hopefully you do arrest her, because I personally hate her. What do you mean time is short?
With the acquisition of the Comspike, the fleet is one step closer to Crix's legacy. And the more people we arrest, the greater the chance that your infiltration is discovered. We're working against the clock here, so let's start by discussing the status of the Comspike.
Alright, well, Delgado has Jasmine Durand working on the Comspike.
Then it's just a matter of time before she reverse engineers it to fit the fleet's purposes. So what does Delgado have you doing next? Has he solved the Bannock 4 problem?
He believes Generdyne's conduction grid in Neon is the key. The Bannock 4 problem. Alright, let's say this just to hear what he says. He'll be like, what are you talking about? You know exactly what I mean.
Bannock 4 is an EM-class gas giant. Your ship will need special protection to ensure the electromagnetic disturbances in the planet's atmosphere don't fry your circuits.
Well, he believes Generdyne's conduction grid in Neon is the key.
The conduction grid?
That's brilliant, but is it actually possible? It's 80-year-old tech. Sorry, sir. The conduction grid is how Neon generates its power. It essentially absorbs lightning strikes and converts it to usable energy. It would take a hell of an engineer to modify the technology to handle Bannock 4's EM field. An engineer, like Jasmine Durand.
That's the case. Inform our contacts on Neon that our operative will be touching down there in the near future.
Absolutely, sir.
And before you depart, I wanted you to know that your efforts are helping us gain interest among my superiors. They're finally beginning to believe that we can take down the Crimson Fleet and make amends for the UC's embarrassing mistake.
Huh. I do love the idea that for all of its resources and everything, the UC wasn't able to come up with the conduction grid solution, which I'm assuming will work, right? But for all of their resources, all of their engineers and stuff, it's not so much that whoa, how surprising that we just so happen to have the universe's greatest engineer or whatever, because I would think that sure, it is useful that Jasmine is incredibly skilled and everything, but also having a team or multiple teams of people working under the UC would probably be able to, within 80 years' time, accomplish something similar, right? The big catch, however, though, sort of ties into what it feels like generally is Starfield's, like, overarching ethos or thesis. That being that a lot of these larger organizations, like the UC, got bored, so to speak, with pursuits such as that. Like, it doesn't matter so much tracking down Crix's legacy. Galbank and the UC, the greater UC, have like written off Crix's legacy because in the grand scheme of things, although it's a lot of money to a group like the Crimson Fleet, to a massive established organization like the UC or like
you were saying,
like
you
Galbank,
have permission to speak.
It's unimportant, and even having it come into the light in the case of Galbank could actively hurt them. Thus, it's better to just ignore it and not pursue this sort of scientific endeavors that would be needed to even attempt to go out and get it, right? It's not unlike sort of the like criticisms Starfield has about the very concept of exploration, right? It sort of loops back into that in a honestly less obvious way, right? Like they're not just like on the nose saying like, yeah, see, it's just like this or whatever, right? But I do enjoy how it's kind of come full circle. I'm pleased they're finally taking you seriously. I hope that means I'm getting a pay increase.
So that we can move on to other business.
If I survive that long, aren't you concerned that the fleet is getting close to Crix's legacy? What embarrassing mistake. Aren't you concerned the fleet's getting too close?
Of course I am. But it's a calculated risk.
What embarrassing mistake?
The fact that our common enemy owes its existence to the United Colonies, of course. It was the riot at the Lock, touched off by Jasper Crix, that inspired him to create the Crimson Fleet in the first place.
Thanks to your assistance, we'll be able to rectify that mistake, and Mast will authorize an all-out assault.
Okay. But also at the same time, we still see signs of the UC, like, overstepping, I don't know, boundaries of human kindness, right? And like treating people well, the way in which they're willing to, Sistef is willing to like sacrifice in some places their own fucking people, right? They were, Commander Akande here would rather we didn't shoot up all these places that we go to, right? Like for instance, SY920. But if I had to, it's a risk he was willing to take to get the job done, right? This is of a similar ideology that got them into this place in the first place. Well, it got them into this situation in the first place, right? With the like what would you call it? The conditions that the prisoners at the Lock had to experience on Suvorov, right? That sort of inhumanity is what got them a group like the Crimson Fleet in the first place. And like we had mentioned, Jasper Crix himself seems like someone who recognizes that he ain't a great person, but that somebody should stand against the UC for their treatment of these people here, right? And in a similar situation, right, here with Sistef, they're kind of it's not one-to-one,
so that we can move
but they're
on to
kind
other
of
business.
repeating the same sins that they had originally, right? They're doomed to repeat the exact same shit because nothing is changing, right? Nothing different has gone on. They're still willing to like sacrifice decency or sacrifice the like lives and well-being of these other people within their own fucking system and all of that, right? Not even people that they have incarcerated, but literally just other wings, other arms of the greater organization, right? They're willing to fucking do that to, you know, the ends justify the means, that old chestnut. All right. Well, if I survive that long...
You've already come this far, which makes you the most resourceful operative in SysDef's history.
If we move in and attack the fleet now, we might not have the resources to bring them down. In addition, they're holding all the tech you need to get to Crix's legacy, so the smartest move is to let you get to it and then bring it to us.
I'm confident that once Crix's legacy is in our possession, we'll get the support we need from my superiors to take the fleet down. All right. I suppose that's all.
What
for
if
now.
they don't?
I'll be
What if they
looking
just
forward to your
don't?
next report. Good luck. And please, be careful.
I have to imagine they must have some kind of extra intel on the true nature of Crix's legacy.
Back in basic
Because that's a
training, I
lot
had
to
the
bet on just like a cache of credits. Okay. Toft?
The commander appreciates the sacrifice you've made, going undercover.
Oh gosh, I'm so thirsty. I'm like, I'm wincing in pain. I'm so thirsty. I'm a little dehydrated. No!
You know, part of me respects the
I have evidence for you.
Nice work. Let me take a look.
This recording about the Comspike shows that the UC's got some internal issues going on.
Cost overruns, siphoning project funds. How deep does this well go? Our forensic accounting team is going to have their hands full. I'll send this to Mass right away. Let's just hope that a few rotten apples within the UC haven't spoiled the entire bunch. That it?
Okay, that's all I have for now.
Okay, fine. I know there's more out there, so keep on it.
Okay.
We'll be here if you need us.
At ease, soldier.
Do you have anything else to
Do you
say?
have anything to report?
No.
Dismissed.
Okay. Should we go check back at the brig, see if anyone new is there now?
I heard we might see some action soon. Can't wait.
Right. Fucking bloodthirsty. Alrighty, let's go on over here. Let's see, over this way, the brig.
I miss the sun on Jamison. Once I get time off, that's the first place.
Okay, cool.
Thanks again for the talk. My family history is complicated, so it's nice to talk about it with someone.
Sure.
Wherever the Crimson Fleet go, we'll follow.
We'll keep the brig ready for any pirates you bring in.
All
Until
right.
next time.
What about you?
The Trojan's a real neat freak, and as our superior officer, that makes us all neat freaks.
Let's see. We got anyone new? Adler is still in here. I'm assuming we need not talk to these people again. Oh shit, Rokov is in here.
There you are. I was wondering when you'd visit. Should give us a little time to catch up.
I'm surprised you're taking this so well. I can't tell if you're being sarcastic or not. I don't catch up with criminals. I can't tell if you're being sarcastic or not.
Oh, no sarcasm here. There's simply no reason to rant about what's happened. Thanks to my own stupidity, my second chance to return to the Crimson Fleet is long gone. And by the time I get out of prison, any hopes I had to return to that life will have fully disappeared.
I'm not going to pretend to feel bad about it. You would have been better off remaining as Starliner Captain. You'll certainly have a lot of time to think about your mistakes. You would have been better off remaining as Starliner Captain.
Yes, well, apparently that's off the table as well. Trident tends to shy away from rehiring convicted felons. Well, anyway, glad you popped by to say hello. Now, if you wouldn't mind letting an old man get his rest, I'd appreciate it.
Okay. And I do like that as well. He lampshades the interesting, like, hang-ups that different corporations in Starfield have with hiring convicted felons and stuff, right? Which is something that was heavily talked about in that one quest arc with the Convict Rehabilitation Center or whatever that we were building, right? Okay. I did you a favor putting you in here, because Sistef's taking down the Crimson Fleet. I assume Trident is pressing charges. Mind if I ask about your arrest? I assume Trident is pressing charges?
Oh, yes, quite aggressively. The illegal team will very likely grind me into the dirt, and there isn't much I can do about it. The amusing thing is, I don't even think they care very much that the heist went down on their ship. That's a given risk for them. I think they're more embarrassed I was able to gain the position as captain of the Siren under false pretenses in the first place.
Mind if I ask about your arrest?
After getting set up on the key, I traveled to a few settlements to find a base of operations. I was looking for a place that would allow me to pick up information about juicy shipments for the fleet to jump on. When I stopped at Gagarin, Sysdef was on the ground waiting for me instead of that contact I was expecting to meet. Your friend Toft really pulled the wool over my eyes.
Wow. I did you a favor putting you in here, because Sysdef's taking down the Crimson Fleet.
So you're saying I should be happy that you took me out of the line of fire? I have to confess, I never thought of it that way. Last thing I intended to do with my life was go out in a blaze of glory on Neva or Delgado's behalf. But at the same time, my freedom's gone, so I'm not exactly popping the cap off the vodka bottle and celebrating either.
Okay. I'm surprised that, like, with how helpful he was, if I wanted to play favorites here, I feel like I could very easily sweet talk Sysdef into getting him, like, a favorable, or having some degree of leeway, right? Given how much he assisted me.
You really pulled a number on me, Agent. Well done.
Honestly, I'm a little sad that there's not more people who are, like, just fucking pissed that I got them, right? A lot of them are very like, well, what can you do? Right? There's none who are like, I'm gonna fucking hunt you down if I ever get out of here. It's really just been Adler Kemp, right? Larry Dombrowski. Fuck. We should have arrested the other fucking guy, too. And maybe What's-Her-Butt as well, while we're at it, right? The fucking security guy, we should have got him as well. For sure.
Salutations. I assume you're here to commemorate my terrible misfortune?
I'm here to catch up on old times. You brought this upon yourself. I'm glad you find it amusing. I assume you mean the fact that you incriminated yourself with the audio recording?
Ah, yes, the infamous evidence that you procured. Bravo, detective. Allow me to congratulate you on your sleuthing skills. That recording was quite a find. I must admit that I was short-sighted when it came to Ms. Swift's ingenuity. I shall not make that same mistake twice.
God, they knew that when they were getting this guy back as a voice actor, they were like, God, we gotta make him say that the player's a cool detective or whatever, right? After he played Nick Valentine in our last game, we gotta make him say something like that. Alright. I'm glad you find this amusing.
Oh, amused isn't the verbiage I'd choose to describe my frame of mind, but I'll acknowledge the observation. Well, as much as I detest being the bearer of bad news, I have to disclose that you're wasting your time. You see, this imprisonment is merely an insignificant hindrance. I don't foresee being incarcerated in perpetuity. In fact, I would wager that my legal team will have my release expedited within the month.
Yeah, I would 100% see that, right? People who are already in power, like Larry Dombrowski, right? That tracks, right? That tracks that, even though he is legitimately a huge piece of shit, that he wouldn't be able to be kept in here, that there would be some way in which they're able to, like he mentioned, expedite his release. How will your legal team possibly get you out of this mess?
I only had the time to explain the wondrous loopholes of the UC's justice system. Do you honestly think that I'd embark on an endeavor with Miss Swist and Mr. Vera without a legal exit strategy at my disposal? I can assure you, I won't be imprisoned aboard the Vigilance for an inordinately extended period of time.
It was still worth knocking you off your pedestal. Ruining your reputation was punishment enough. I doubt that very much. Huh. Yeah, I feel like the reputational hit was good enough.
Indeed. Due to your actions, my tenure with Galbank has been terminated, and several million credits in fines are being levied against me. The day is yours, Agent. You should be proud.
It's got nothing to do with pride. I appreciate the compliment. You're taking all this remarkably well, let's say that.
Well, why shouldn't I? I was bested by your actions, therefore I should suffer the consequences. There's no need for me to dwell on the past. Well, enough idle banter. I've taken up more than my share of your valuable time. Honestly, this interaction has been quite pleasurable. Do feel free to stop by and gloat at any time. Good day.
Yeah, there's no one that we incarcerate here who is just pissed, right? Who's just fucking mad at us, right? I kind of want that. I kind of just want someone to just, like, bang on the walls and be like, you motherfucker, I can't believe you fucked me like this, right? Even Adler Kemp, who is probably the most unhinged of them all, at first he tried to reason with us, you know? He tried reasoning his way out of here. Okay. I'm very curious if we'll have missed out on anyone, you know? I really want Huan Daiyu to show up here. I can't lie, I really want Huan Daiyu to show up. Who else? Probably... maybe Vogel? Right? Maybe Vogel will show up because Vogel is... well, Vogel's just a patsy. If anything, it would be Woods, because we have on record Woods being, like a fucking piece of shit, just trying to, like, not launder money, but, what's it called? Not extort it. What is the term when you try and, like, get money out of a system or whatever like that? Trying to extract... something like that. Whatever he was doing with the money there for the funds and all of that. For R&D there at SY920. Anyway, I suppose when next we return, we're heading over to Neon to meet the First Lady of Neon. First I ever heard of it, right? Shit, I hear all about Benjamin Bayou, but this person? Shit. Alright, until next time, please take care of each other.